Okay, so let's build this table from the start and see how you did. The function f of x equals x squared is transformed to g of x, where g of x is f of x dilated by a factor of 2, reflected over the x-axis, and translated down 5 units. We want to start off by trying to write the function g of x and fill out the table to show the steps you will take to find the values of y using the order of operations. All right, so we're going to start off with doing all of this. We're going to do g of x here is dilated by a factor of 2. So f of x is dilated by a factor of 2. So we're multiplying everything by 2. Then it's reflected over the x-axis. So reflection means we are doing the opposite sign out front, so that would be negative 2 f of x. And then it's translated down 5 units. So if I'm going up or down, I'm outside the grouping, so I am subtracting 5. So my g of x is negative 2 f of x minus 5. Okay, so that's what the new g of x is going to be. Well, wherever there's f of x, we're going to keep the x squared. So it's actually negative 2 times x squared instead of f of x minus 5. So the first thing we are going to do in the order of operations, remember the order of operations, get every math answer. Grouping, exponents, multiply or divide from left to right, or add or subtract from left to right. So the first thing we have here, we don't have any grouping symbols, we have an exponent, this x squared. So we're going to have to apply x squared first in our first step. Then we would go and multiply or divide from left to right. So our first thing is multiplying by 2. And then we also have this negative outside, so our third step is going to be to negate that multiplication. So we're going to add that negative, change the sign. And then finally we would be subtracting, so we would add or subtract the 5 after we have done all of the multiplication. So that is our steps filled in there. First step is squaring, second step is multiplying by 2, third step, multiply by negative 1, and the fourth step, subtract 5. So let's fill out our table following those steps. Let's just do all of step 1 first. If x is 1, what is x squared? X squared would be 1, 4, 9, and 16. Just squaring the x values. That's all we're doing here, squaring those x values. Step 2 would be to double each of those numbers. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 9 is 18, and 2 times 16 is 32. The third step would be to multiply all of those by the negative. So negative times 2 would be negative 2. Negative 1 times 8, negative 8. Negative 18, and negative 32. And then the final step is to subtract 5 from those numbers. So negative 2 minus 5 is negative 7. Negative 8 minus 5 is negative 13. Negative 18 minus 5 is negative 23. And negative 32 minus 5 is negative 37. So I hope that you completed your table. If you need to go back and try that again to understand, then pause this video and skip back over there and check it out.